The silent giants of the crypto market are making their move. Trillions of Shiba Inu tokens are being left behind as massive wallets shift capital to a new, aggressive altcoin threat. Analysts are dropping their alerts, whales are moving silently. But what am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. This is not just a price dip. It's a strategic repositioning that signals a fading narrative for Shiba Inu and a new focus on a token priced at just 35 thousandths of a dollar. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. Shiba Inu has long been defined by its community strength and its meme-driven narrative of potential, but recent on-chain data suggests this foundation is cracking. The token is currently trading at approximately 712 units, a level that reflects a significant loss of momentum compared to the bullish sentiment of earlier quarters. The core issue is the project's inability to sustain its deflationary mechanism and deliver consistent, high-volume utility through Shibarium. This stagnation has created a vacuum, which is now being filled by a new generation of altcoins, offering both a fresh narrative and a clear utility roadmap. The specific threat is Mutuum Finance, MUTM, a DeFi project currently in its pre-sale phase, priced at 35 thousandths of a dollar. This token has become the new focus for large wallet investors, or whales, who are seeking higher risk, higher reward opportunities outside of the established meme coin space. The main event is a clear, measurable shift in whale capital. On-chain trackers show a distinct pattern of large Shiba Inu wallets reducing their holdings on centralized exchanges, followed by a corresponding increase in capital flowing into the pre-sale of Mutuum Finance. This is not a random fluctuation. It is a strategic migration. Mutuum Finance has successfully raised over $19.4 million in its pre-sale, a figure that is largely attributed to the early positioning of these crypto whales. The appeal of MUTM lies in its structured DeFi model, which promises a hybrid P2C, P2P lending system, offering a utility-driven narrative that directly contrasts with Shiba Inu's current struggle to prove its real-world use case. The whales are essentially voting with their capital, signaling that the potential for a 500% to 700% upside in a new, utility-focused token is more attractive than the slow, grinding recovery projected for Shiba Inu. The market's reaction to this whale repositioning has been a sustained bearish pressure on Shiba Inu. The 24-hour trading volume for Shiba Inu has dropped to approximately $86.7 million, a low figure that confirms the lack of buying interest. This low volume is a critical indicator that the market is thinning out, making the price more susceptible to large sell orders from the remaining whales. The price action is struggling to hold key support levels, with a recent 3.4% slip directly attributed to whale repositioning. Conversely, the Mutuum Finance presale is experiencing a surge in demand, with its allocation nearing 99% completion, forcing the project to consider a repricing window. This divergence in market activity, low volume and bearish pressure for Shiba Inu versus high demand and rapid capital inflow for MUTM clearly illustrates the fading narrative of the former and the rising excitement for the latter. The on-chain evidence for Shiba Inu is concerning and provides the technical justification for the whale exodus. While some whale addresses have shown short-term accumulation, the overall trend is one of distribution and reduced conviction. The total number of large-value transactions, over $100,000, on the Shiba Inu network has declined by over 20% in the last month, indicating a significant drop in institutional or large investor engagement. Furthermore, the token's market capitalization, currently over $4.2 billion, is not supported by a commensurate level of on-chain activity, suggesting that the valuation is primarily based on speculative holding rather than utility. In contrast, the Mutuum Finance presale has attracted over 18,500 individual holders, a rapid accumulation of retail and whale interest that demonstrates a strong, organic demand for its utility-driven model. The technical evidence confirms that whales are prioritizing projects with clear, measurable utility and strong early-stage growth over established meme coins, with faltering fundamentals. Expert commentary suggests that the shift in whale capital is a direct response to the meme coin fatigue that has set in across the crypto landscape. The implication for Shiba Inu is severe. The project is losing its primary source of market liquidity and price support. The whales are moving from a narrative-driven asset, Shiba Inu, to a utility-driven asset, Mutuum Finance, a trend that could define the next bull cycle. The fading narrative of Shiba Inu is rooted in the mathematical impossibility of significant price appreciation without a functioning burn mechanism, a fact that sophisticated investors can no longer ignore. The 35 thousandths of a dollar altcoin threat is a symbol of this shift, representing a project that offers a clear path to value creation through DeFi innovation. Potential outcomes for Shiba Inu include a prolonged period of consolidation and stagnation, or a complete overhaul of its tokenomics to recapture whale interest. The Shiba Inu community reaction has been characterized by denial and attempts to reignite the HODL narrative on social media. However, the developer response has been notably quiet regarding the specific threat of Mutuum Finance. Community trackers show that the lead developers are focusing on minor updates to the Shibarium ecosystem, which is an insufficient response to the strategic capital flight. The lack of a strong, immediate counter-narrative or a major utility announcement is further accelerating the whale exodus. The developers' silence on the 35 thousandths of a dollar altcoin threat is being interpreted as an acknowledgement that they are currently unable to compete with the fresh utility and high-growth potential offered by the new DeFi projects. This passive response is compounding the problem, as it fails to provide the large wallet investors with a compelling reason to remain invested in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. The short-term forecast, 1 week, 1 month, for Shiba Inu is bearish, with the price expected to test the support level at 690 units. The key watch point is the completion of the Mutuum Finance pre-sale. Once the MUTM token hits the public market, a significant price surge is anticipated, which could trigger a final wave of capital flight from Shiba Inu as whales realize their profits from the new asset. For the long term, 3 months, 3 years, the forecast for Shiba Inu is highly dependent on a major, unexpected utility announcement. Without a significant, value-driving change, the token is projected to enter a multi-year bear market, potentially dropping to the 500 units range by 2027. Conversely, Mutuum Finance is forecasted to reach a price of 600 units by the end of 2026, solidifying its position as a major competitor for whale capital. It is essential to view this situation with a balanced perspective. The risk for Shiba Inu is that its meme-driven momentum has been permanently replaced by a demand for utility and clear tokenomics. The 35 thousandths of a dollar altcoin threat is a manifestation of this market maturity. However, Shiba Inu still maintains a massive community and a large market capitalization, giving it the potential for a significant, if unlikely, turnaround. The cautionary point is that the whale movement is a leading indicator of market sentiment. Neutral insights suggest that while Shiba Inu may not disappear, its days of exponential, meme-fueled growth are likely over, unless the developers can deliver a utility that is compelling enough to reverse the current capital migration. Investors should be aware that the shift to utility-focused assets is a long-term trend, not a short-term anomaly. So, the crypto giants have spoken. The capital is flowing away from Shiba Inu and toward the next big thing, symbolized by the 35 thousandths of a dollar altcoin threat. This strategic shift is a wake-up call for the entire meme coin sector, demanding real utility and sustainable tokenomics. We've broken down the whale movements, the market reaction, and the potential future. But the clock is ticking, and the market is waiting for Shiba Inu to prove it can still compete in this new, utility-driven era. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.